Here, let me do, let me see if I can get something for, like, a thumbnail, you know. This is how we do it. I'll get something out of that. There'll be something in there. So, I'm pretty sure it's an NES game. This will be, because I got a duplicate for, Dragon Warrior on the NES. So they were kind enough, even though I opened my box like 2 weeks late, I definitely had this checked off on my list. I specifically remember talking about this game with Vyro, and they were kind enough to send me something to replace it. So let's hope it's something good, and something that I don't have. Oh, okay, it's like inside of a mailer. It's an NES game. Dude, I would love it if it was Gremlins 2. Probably not. That's an awesome game. I owned that game when I was a kid, but it's one of those situations like with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. I had a friend, like, the next street down who owned Gremlins 2. I borrowed it from him, and then I never gave it back, and it became my game. That happened with a couple games. I'm sorry, Marcus, if you ever see this, for taking your copy of Gremlins 2. Alright, let's see what this is. You guys will see before me because I'm an old man and I'm blind. What did they send me for replacement of Dragon Warrior? There's some kind of sticker on the back. Bad Dudes! Do I not have Bad Dudes? Oh my god, this is the problem. This is what happens when I have so many games. I don't even have that many NES games, but we have Bad Dudes, and it has a Game Time Incorporated Instant Cash for Used Games and CDs sticker on the back here. They are some bad dudes. Look at this. Look at this cover art. Look how bad. These are the baddest dudes that ever batted or duded. Right here. Man, you don't get more badass than that. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I can quickly find out without getting up. I am very good at cataloging my stuff on price charting. I do not have Bad Dudes. Okay. I think this is just one that I've, like, almost bought several times. So I'm actually really happy to have this. I'm not the biggest fan of Bad Dudes on the NES. But I like it more than other. It's not like the worst game ever. I like Bad Dudes. I like the arcade version better. But it's cool to have. It's kind of like a quintessential NES title that I did not have in my library. It goes for $7.92 loose. Which I think is... How much is Dragon Warrior? $6. So it's worth a little bit more than the game it's replacing, which is $6. So $7.92. That's cool. Worth more than Dragon Warrior. So I'd say I'm pretty happy about that. That's a pretty good replacement. Now I can... Now watch, it's really late in the month. Maybe watch me be too late to enter this in my VGM library and they end up sending it to me next month. I will update that as soon as I can. But we got Bad Dudes. I'd say that's a good replacement.
Bad Dudes was published by Data East in 1989. It is based on the popular arcade game from the previous year where you play as a pair of bad dudes. Imagine that, tasked with saving the president. I take back what I said in the unboxing. I am a big fan of Bad Dudes on the NES. It had just been a very long time since I had played it. While I do definitely think that the arcade version is better, this is still a pretty fun game in its own right. I'd say the control is kind of stiff, and overall the game feels a little clunky, but it's a damn good time. Are you a bad enough dude to save the president? Well, are ya?
I've played a lot of Bad Dudes. I know I have. Like, they license the Data East games, like, everywhere nowadays. There's all these, like, cheap plug-and-plays with Data East games on it, and, like, little handhelds and little tiny arcades and stuff that have Bad Dudes. You can play Bad Dudes, like, 10 million different ways. I mean, it's not in bad shape. I like when it has these stickers on it. I think that's cool. I don't know. I prefer when they're like. I think this is more modern than like 80s, 90s, but it's still cool to have. I like the older the sticker, the better. But
And I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to our channel members. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you to Sad Vlad, Retro Cart Collector, Bread and Circuses, and Viro's Vault. If you would like special perks, such as being shouted out at the end of videos, check that join button down below.
I'm mad.